My dear friends, how are you all doing? I hope you're all doing fine. I am fine too, I thank God. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for returning back here. Thank you for your love and your support. I appreciate much, guys. But if it is your first time here to be on this channel, hello, thank you for stopping by. Please watch the video to the end, and after watching the video to the end, make sure you watch my other videos too. You are going to learn a lot. I can promise you that. So dear friends, in our today's video, it's not going to be a continuation of Zara's love story. I just thought we need to cool down a bit. And then next time, I'll come back with Zara's love story. Today, I've come with good news. I'm here to share with you an online dating success love story of the lady that shared her love story here, her failed love story that made you all cry. Yeah, but today you are not going to cry. You are going to be smiling and learning lots of new things, guys, when it comes to online dating, when it comes to relationships in general. So this lady's name goes by Judith from Zambia, a lady who cursed the day she joined Afro Introductions. Yeah, I think you can remember her story, but I'm going to be putting it here so that you who did not watch her love story to go back and watch that story. Oh my goodness, you're going to learn lots of things from that story, though it's a sad one. So yeah, today's story is gonna be a success story of Judith from Zambia who found unconditional love, because this guy loves her unconditionally on the dating app. Yeah, after so many challenges that she faced in the past. So we are going to be starting from where we ended on her past love story. We ended whereby Judith escaped from Amma and had found a job somewhere else. So tells you when she escaped was like, oh my God, right now I'm just going to relax, you know, away from the stress, try to find myself, and thought was running away from problems. All her problems were over. But Judith tells you that it's not true. You can never ever run away from life. Yeah, because even that job she found, it was a nanny job, was taking care of the special need child. Yeah, she could wake up very early in the morning and could go to bed 11 at night. So all day long could be on her feet, could be really busy taking care of that kid. It was so stressful, and that's why she said you can never run away from life. You think maybe I'm done with this situation right now, everything is gonna be okay, but because of the reality of life, you find yourself facing other challenges. Yeah, so in this love story, we are going to be learning that too as we continue. I remember when I shared with you her past love story, I told you a little bit towards the end of the video about this guy from Bulgaria. They met on a dating app. I'll be mentioning that dating app before I end this video. Yeah, so they had started dating, and tells you when they met on their first date, somehow wasn't satisfied with him because he appeared to be too talkative. He was talking too much to an extent Judith was like, I talk too much, but this one is something else. Yeah, but later came to find out that the guy was talking too much, appeared talkative because was trying to impress Judith. So yeah, they continued with their relationship. They started seeing each other. And from the start, Judith told him that she is a single mother of 2. Yeah, so he accepted her and was like, I don't have any problem you being a single mother. Okay, so they continued dating, could spoil Judith, you know, buy her flowers, buy her gifts, and things kept on moving, you know, forward to the next step. I told you, when you are dating someone and you want to know if your relationship will work out, is if it will keep on growing. You just don't remain in the same place. Yeah, for example, you date a guy, he always comes to visit you, but you have never gone to visit him at his place or in his city. If you see that happening, something is wrong. Maybe this guy is hiding something from you where he lives, from the city where he lives or at his place. Because when you visit a guy's house, you can really get to know a lot of things about that guy, his character, how he lives his life, and everything, which will help in your relationship. Yeah, so if your relationship is stagnant, dear sister, think very well. You might be wasting your time. So Judith dated this guy from Bulgaria, and it kept on, taking steps forward, whereby this guy could visit Judith and Judith could go and visit him at his place. So apart from visiting each other, Judith tells you they even took a trip together. And while on that trip, this guy called his mother and told his mother about Judith. It's so important, dear beautiful ladies. I keep repeating these things for you to understand, not to be blinded by sweet words. You date a guy, he should introduce you. No matter they say, oh, a guy introducing you to his parents in his culture, it's not a big deal. It's fine. But make sure the guy introduces you, because if he loves you, if he's planning a future with you, why not introduce you to people so close to him? His circle. Yeah, so this guy from Bulgaria did that. And at first, Judith thought he was joking, but it's true, he did it. So I talked of him spoiling her. Yes, he bought her flowers, but also Judith had a phone which was old and it was giving her problems. When she talked about it, this guy took her to the shop and bought her a brand new phone. This really made Judith very, very happy and appreciative, looking back where she was coming from, how she was treated by the guys she met in the past. Now met a guy who truly loves her, takes care of her, respects her, spoils her. Oh my God, she was so thankful to God. So Judith tells you when he bought her that phone, was super, super happy and told him, you know what, today I'm going to prepare for you a very nice meal. And it's true, Judith went home, prepared a very nice meal for him, which he enjoyed. So later, when they were talking, Judith asked him, by the way, when did you know that I was the one for you? Then this guy tells Judith, I knew you were the one for me when I bought you a phone and you prepared a very nice meal for me. So with this, Judith advises you all that are searching for a relationship, let it be an interracial relationship on the dating sites, even in real life, or just, a black love. Make sure in your relationship there is mutuality. Yeah, don't only expect to receive, okay? When you receive, you should also give. It's important and men appreciate that. That's why I told you when you date a guy, make sure you show him we are on the same page, not that he is on a different page and you are on a different page. It's so easy for a serious guy to notice if you are not on the same page. So friends, we have heard that everything was going on smoothly, this guy taking care of her, this guy loving her. But the question comes, was he perfect? Or they had some Afro cinemas in their relationship? Because I told you guys, most of the times when we watch these interracial couples on social media, we tend to put some perfection on them. But the truth is, a lot of Afro cinemas happens in their lives, though they don't bring it to the camera. Yeah, so I am using this platform to open your eyes, especially you who who wants to be in an interracial relationship, because you might enter into that interracial relationship, God blesses you with it, you start facing challenges and you start regretting, like, this is not what I expected. This is not what I used to see on social media. Why is that my own story is so complicated? Why am I facing all these challenges? It's normal, because that's life. So with Judith, started noticing that, yeah, the boyfriend was okay, was good and all that, but he had a problem of temper. He had a short temper. Every small thing could trigger him to something else. Judith kept on asking herself questions. Why? Why is this guy so good, so human, very loving, but when something happens, oh my God, he panics, starts cursing and all that. That is when, guys, Judith looked for me. This was shortly after I shared her past love story with you guys. So I remember I was at the park with Sophie and she was like, Bella, I want to talk to you. I need some guidance. And yeah, I told her, no problem, you can call. So she called and started, telling me about this whole problem of temper with the boyfriend. And I was like, Bella, is this normal in white guys? And I remember telling her, you are asking the right person. Yeah. Italians are known to be hot. They're short-tempered. They panic a lot, especially when something happens. They will start cursing and all that. So I told her, yeah, I've noticed this with Italian men, but you should also be careful that this guy doesn't cross limits. Yeah, because yes, it can be their thing, being short-tempered, panicking and all that, cursing, but he should never curse you. If he curses you, do not accept that. You know me, guys, how I am overprotective to single mothers. Because when a single mother dates a toxic guy, it will not only affect her, it's gonna affect the kids too, okay? So why put your kids in such a situation, in a toxic family? So I told her, no, if you see when he is angry, he curses you, he hits on things, maybe he hits on the wall, or he has a glass and he breaks it on the floor, that's dangerous. Run, don't stay in that relationship. But another thing that I am telling you, if it is something you don't like in this guy, you should try your best, politely, to let him know that you don't like how he panics. He shouldn't be panicking on things. If this guy loves you, what I know, at least from the experience that I've got, if a white guy truly loves you and then there is something he does and you don't like it, you tell him, I don't like it, he will try his best to stop it. I added, you can never change a man if he does not want to change. But if he is willing to change, then he can change because he wants to change, okay? So if he wants to, he will change. Not because you are telling him you should change, you are forcing him with your own power, you can make that guy change. No, no, no. So I told her, try and let's see. You'll give me the feedback. What happened? Is he keeping on doing the same thing? Because exist guys that are not good white guys. You will talk to him, tell him, I don't like this. This is not how I want us to live our relationship, our marriage. He will not listen at all. Will keep on doing the same thing, even the worst, to challenge you. So when you see that, just know that that guy does not give a damn shit about you, even about that relationship. This is the truth. And time passed, and when Judith came back to me, there was another Afro cinema. This time around, it was a serious one. Yeah. So apparently, when this guy introduced Judith to the parents still had not accepted fully that he should be with Judith. So they started convincing him to be with a white lady. Even one time went to the pharmacy, and while there, the father saw a pharmacist, was a lady, started talking to the son that, she's so beautiful, you can make a good match. Immediately, he corrected himself. I had forgotten that you have your black girl. The son looked at him and kept quiet. So all these words from the parents somehow started influencing him. And as he was confused with the whole situation, started acting strange in his behavior. And you know, when you're dating your guy, if he changes, you will know that something is wrong. So Judith tried to find out what was going on and told him, you have changed. What is going on? But the guy kept on saying, no, everything is fine. But Judith was like, no, I can't stay with a guy who is acting like that. For me, I am done. I'm not going to force myself ever again to anyone. If you want me, be with me. If you don't want me, leave. And if you don't want to leave, then you start acting weird, I'm going to be the one to leave. So we talked, I gave her some guidance, was like, thank you so much, Bella, I really appreciate. So it ended like that, me knowing that Judith and the Bulgarian guy, everything had ended, because she was like, I am done. So guys, time passes, and then Judith comes back to me. When she came back to me, it was like, Bella, you know what? We are back together. And the reason we are back together, he really showed me efforts that he wants to be with me. Told me he wants me in his life. He sees me in his future life, has made his mind. It's me he wants. And here advises you that always involve yourself with a man that knows what he wants. Always stand for what you want. If he is yours, he will be yours. So when told me they got back together, the guy apologized, knelt down, begged and begged for them to get back together. I was like, that's fine. But what you need to look at now is if he will keep on sticking to that. He won't go back to the confusion or to the things that you don't like. Was like, it's fine, Bella, no problem. My eyes are now wide open. So guys, they kept on dating and everything was moving on smoothly. Judith had seen a huge change in him. Could see a guy she always dreamt of to be with. The character and everything. Then he suggests to Judith that they should move in together in his house. Judith was like, okay, no problem. And because the job she was doing wasn't all that happy with it, decided to take that job because was desperate. The boyfriend told her, don't worry, we will find something better for you. So if you move in together with me, we're going to look for another better job for you to do. Judith was like, it's fine, no problem. Kept on, seeing each other. And when days were almost approaching, Judith told him, you know what? I need bigger suitcases to put all my things. So this guy told her, don't worry, I've got bigger suitcases at my parents' house. I'll just tell my mother to clean them for me. I'll pick them and bring them for you. Judith was like, it's fine, no problem. But shortly after, some changes again in this guy. He was acting weird, the way he could respond. Then Judith told him, you know what? If you have changed your mind on me moving in with you, just let me know. You don't need to act up or what. Go straight to the point. I will understand, because I've promised myself that I will never ever in my life again force myself to anyone. Then he responded, no, Judith, I have not changed my mind. Our plans are still there. We are moving in together. So don't think that anything is happening. Judith was like, it's fine. But the truth is, guys, there was something down. going on. Yeah, and I'll let you know about that. So yeah, time approached for Judith to leave the house where she used to work as a nanny. He came to pick her, said goodbye to everyone and went to his place. So when arrived at his place was like, for me, I'm from Africa, the way I was raised, the whole culture thing. Now that we are together, I thought it was good for us to go meet his parents to let them know that now we are staying together. So told him we should go visit your parents. The guy was like, no, we can't go. Judith asked why. Why can't we go? Actually thought he was joking, but he kept on saying, no, we cannot go there. Then kept on asking him, why can't we go there? You have to tell me, why can't we go there to visit them? Then that's when he told her, when I went to pick the suitcases, we had a big quarrel with my mom, because at first was insisting to know why I want to take those big suitcases. I tried to explain, but kept on pretending not to understand. Even the dad intervened and tried to explain to her why he's taking those bigger suitcases. But the lady never seemed to understand. Yeah, so that's how the fight started. And this guy was like, I don't feel like going there with you after the fight we had last time. So the mother was telling the son, are you sure you want to live with that cleaner? Are you sure you are really going to date and marry a girl who cleans, a cleaning girl? Then the guy was like, yeah, I love her. I don't care. She is a cleaner. She is the woman that I want to be with in my life. And Judith was like, why didn't you tell me that before? He was like, if I told you about all this, I know you could not have accepted to move in with me, could have left me. I did not want that to happen. That is why I did not tell you about it. And it's very, very true, guys. Judith tells you if she knew all this situation was not going to move in with him at all. Because right now in her life, after all she went through, doesn't want to find herself in a situation that is forcing herself to fit in or to make people like her. So told her, my parents are saying very mean things about you and they are begging me to get back to my senses because I cannot date a cleaner. But what I want to tell you, he had to open up to her and told her, you see me, I am 43 years old, never married, no kids. Do you know why? Do you want to know the reason why? My parents. Because every woman I could introduce to them, they could find something to criticize about. Yeah, that the lady is not good for me. They could actually call me after for a meeting. We need to talk. And could start saying that lady is not good for you. She's too short. She is fat. She eats a lot. Could find lots of things to criticize about. And after the relationship could not work out. It kept on happening like that all his life. And not only that, could criticize him too as a person. Whatever he does is never enough. Yeah, if he buys a car, they will criticize that car. If he buys a house, they will criticize about that house. So was like that, even ungrateful. Did a lot of sacrifices, bought a land and built a very beautiful villa for them to stay where they are right now, but they don't appreciate. They are not good people. My love, you should understand this. Oh my God. That is when it started, to make sense in her mind that no wonder this guy had temper, because had a lot of unsolved issues in him of the past with the parents. And with this, I have been telling you, I'll keep telling you or advising you as a sister, take your time to understand a guy you are dating. I always talk of Madame Block and you laugh about it. But jokes aside, guys, about Madame Block, really, if you're looking for true love, you are looking for an interracial relationship, you need to take your time to understand that guy very, very well before you start blocking someone, before you start a relationship and after a few days you just end it. Because with you can't see any solution. That guy is bad, bad, bad. But in reality, is he really bad, or there is something under the carpet? And Judith right now thanks me for encouraging her to keep on studying this guy, to understand this guy very, very well before making any decision. So I was like, Bella, if it wasn't for you, I could have given up and I wasn't going to, feel the love that I feel right now. I wasn't going to be happy the way I am happy. Something else we learned from this on the dating sites. Last time I was talking to some of my sisters. I'll tell you one time about these sisters, not my blood sisters, no, the sisters that we met here on social media. And then they were asking me a question whereby a guy is a virgin. And when they asked me that, I was like, actually, that's a red flag. But when you meet a guy, he tells you, I am virgin. Don't start being like, oh, Bella said is a red flag. Or you yourself, you'll be like, how comes a guy is this old and is virgin? First, get to know his background. Get to know the reasons to why that guy is maybe in his 30s, 40s, and still a virgin. I know you too that is on the dating sites, apps, you have come across guys in their 40s, some even in their 50s, never married, no kids. And this has been confusing you a lot. I see my babies coming to ask, Bella, how comes the guy is 50? How comes the guy is in his 40s and no kids? Isn't that a red flag? No, guys. Get to know a guy's background before you judge him, why he is that old and never married, no kids. When you get to know the background, the reasons to why, you can make a right decision whether to date him or to leave him. Because from the response you will get, you will see if it's a red flag or it's not something to worry about. Because we see this guy from Bulgaria, he is 43, never married, no kids. On the dating sites, it is possible. Met a lady and told the lady, I'm single, never married, no kids, I'm 43, and the lady blocked him. The madam block. You are a red flag. I block you. No. We shouldn't do it that way. So these parents kept on criticizing him on everything, even the way he could dress, could try to go up in his life, but the parents kept on looking down on him, bringing him down. Even if could do something good, which is profitable even to the parents. One time there was a land which they were about to lose it. It was his late auntie's land, and he did all he could to get that land back to his father, still never appreciated. And this takes me back to when I told you, yes, some families can be really broken. Yeah, and we can never blame someone to be born in a broken family. So yeah, after knowing all that about his parents, if you are raised well, if you find yourself in a broken family, definitely it's not that you will feel comfortable with the whole situation, with the whole tensed environment, that is going on. So was hoping to solve everything, was hoping to unite them. So yeah, after some time, took her to the parents to introduce her. They welcomed her well, but the reality is the mom was just pretending. Yeah. Gifted her, some jewelries, necklace, bracelet. And he was actually surprised. All my girlfriends that I brought here to introduce, my mother never gifted anything to them. Yeah, but of course, even Judith gifted her some gifts. So yeah, the first meeting went well, at least. And they returned home, kept on living together, all going well. Yeah, some misunderstandings here and there, because the truth is, guys, if you're raised differently, coming from different culture, traditions, misunderstandings are okay to happen. But on this, Judith advises you. She is a real daughter of mine right now. I'm so proud of her. Always stand your grounds. If it's not what you want, stand your grounds and show him the limit. I'm telling you, when we heard the story about Amma and Judith, the way Judith was taking in everything, accepting it all, she is no longer that poor lady. Judith is such a strong woman right now, as I'm telling you. Yeah, even listening to her success love story, you can hear a strong lady, a lady that knows what she wants in her life, a very confident lady that is not scared of anything. Because yes, it's okay to fall in love, but never ever be scared, you know, to lose anyone in a relationship. If the person wants to go, let them go. If they treat you bad, you are in a position where you're like, hell no, no matter how much I love you, I will walk away. So that's Judith. It tells you never stay in a relationship where you are less respected. Yeah, did that mistake in the past and actually regrets that. Like, why did I accept that disrespect I got from my ex-husband? Because if you didn't know, Judith is a single mother of 2 and a divorcee. Yeah. So yeah, has been standing her grounds whenever there is a misunderstanding and it's not something that you would say no. Judith was like, I'm not going to say yes just because you are white. No, 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 no. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it is right. It's telling you it's not that you are going to be fighting this man. Politely let him know, this is where I stand. I'm so happy about this. Really, I would like every woman to be like this. You're going to live happily and you will be respected in your marriage, in your relationship. So time keeps on going. Then December 2023 comes, Christmas time, and you know, white people, when it's Christmas, especially Europeans, they stay together as family. So they planned to go to stay with his parents during the Christmas period. So when they arrived that day, the mother suggested they should go for a church service. But that church that she chose was very, very far away from where they lived. But the son accepted, drove to that church. Arriving there, oh my God, chaos. It was full of people to an extent there was nowhere even to stand. So what they did, they started looking for the way to go back home. But even going back home, it was a struggle. There was traffic. Oh my God, this took him back to panicking, started cursing. He was super, super angry at the mom that why didn't you choose the church that is close, and said the mom did it on purpose so that they don't spend time together as family. Judith was terrified all way long. When they arrived home, he kept on complaining. Judith was like, don't worry, you know, we will have another time to be together as family. But the guy kept on telling Judith, I see you have decided to take sides. Now you are on their side. Like Judith now is the bad one. As the parents, I'm telling you, my parents are bad, and you'll come to know this with time. Judith was like, don't worry, just calm down, cool down. And yeah, after some time, he cooled down. It passed like that. So as they continued living together, of course, had plans of getting married, but Judith had to tell him the truth, that you know what? In my family, I am the breadwinner. I'm the one providing for my family, for my kids, for my parents, for my siblings. So if I am to settle down, have a family of my own, I need a sustainable plan. So what I was thinking is to get my brother a job here and bring him here so that he can be the one to be taking care of my family back home, and I get time to concentrate on our family, because I can't be planning, for my family that we have, me and you, and at the same time back home I am planning for my family back home. So he was like, I understand you, no problem, we are in this together. I am going to help you bring your brother here so that he can find a job and work. And what I am promising you is that I am going to love your brother the way you love your brother. I am going to love your kids the way I love you. Oh my God. She was so happy and kept on thanking God. So on this, Judith tells you that be you. When you meet a guy, be open. But attention on this, be open when you know the guy is the one. Okay, because that will be your future husband. You can't keep on struggling, planning for your family, at the same time planning for your family back home. It's a lot of pressure. There is another lady who has been writing me on Instagram, is dating a guy, and then this guy, I don't know, booked for a ticket, but then told her, because I've done the biggest part, you should pay for your train trip to where we are going to meet for that first time. So the lady was like, currently, economically, I am not okay, and I really don't know what to do. My advice was, be open, okay? Because if you have a job but it pays you little, you can't even afford that train trip, you are going to lend money people so that you can take a train trip, go meet this boyfriend for the first time. No. What if you lend money, you go there and he turns out not to be the one? And for a guy who has paid for everything, paid for the ticket, paid for the hotel, that little money for the train can never be a problem. So for me, I see somehow a red flag, but I didn't go further to advise this lady because it's not my baby. So we'll just follow the videos that I upload here. I'm sure if she watches them very, very well, we'll see that there is a red flag, something is wrong somewhere. I need to put my foot on the ground to see where this relationship can work out. But we should always be open. Don't suffer just because, oh my God, I want to win this guy's heart. No, it's not fair to you. And if he loves you, will not leave you suffer. So yes, he was very supportive. They started, the visa process, and luckily had again gained the contact with Amma. Amma, the guilty, was hunting him. So when talked to Amma, Amma has a recruiting company, was like, no problem, I'm going to help you with the documents for job, like get a work permit. It's okay, you have found yourself a boyfriend. You are still young, you deserve to be happy. But Judith is like, is done holding grudges, because how many grudges are you going to hold? The ex-husband, treated her bad, it ended badly, a grudge. Then Amma, another grudge. Now has other, situations with the mother-in-law, father-in-law, grudges. It's like, no, I'm not going to be holding grudges for the rest of my life. That's blocking my blessings. I've moved on, I've forgiven him. Amma is a sick guy. He has serious problems here. So it's okay if he offered to give, the work permit to my brother. At least I'm wiping the tears. So yeah, Amma helped them with the work documents. And then when the brother went for an interview, they wanted a proof of funds and they wanted $2,000 in his account, which he did not have. So that's when Judith's boyfriend came in and gave that money to show at the embassy that, okay, this is the proof of funds. Then later we refund that money. Judith was so happy that, oh my God, this man is so supportive, has been there for her through it all. Even one time it was Children's Day, he remembered and told her, we need to send something to the kids, it's Children's Day, so that they can buy anything that they want to buy. Wow. It's good when you are a single mother, you find a guy that really accepts your kids and loves them. So yeah, eventually the brother got the visa, was able to come to Europe for work. Of course, Amma had helped him to find a job. So they had to travel, go to Albania so that they can welcome him. And Judith is telling you the way her boyfriend was excited to welcome her brother. It was on another level. Did a shopping. It was during winter time, so bought him jackets, boots, deodorants, perfumes. Oh my God, everything. Expensive things. And when he saw him at the airport, went close to him and, covered him with a jacket, had to run around, look for food for him to eat, water to drink, make him feel comfortable. That's the guy that really cares and tells you they've got really a good connection. When the brother goes to visit them, the way you see them talking, laughing, it gives her peace. Treats him as his own brother. You who have been on the dating sites, I know you have come across guys that are really, really mean, and it starts giving you second thoughts. Are white people good? Or maybe all white people are like that. Can a white person really treat you good? This is a vivid example that yes, exists white people that are really, really bad, but also exist the good ones that are human. So he is the guy that will be with you through it all. And that's why I said found unconditional love. Loves her unconditionally. Tells you whenever she wants to send some money back home, will help her. Also was like, in Africa, this is common whereby I think in Swahili it is called upatu, where there is a group of people, maybe you work together or you know each other, and then you collect money of each and everyone, give it to one person, then the next month you give it to another person to help each other financially, especially if someone wants to buy something very expensive that she can't afford or do anything that needs so much money. She gets the help or he gets the help through that way. So it's a circle that goes, and everyone at the end of the day gets that money of everyone that was contributed. So she had friends in the UK that told her about that, and some other friends said has been doing that even when she was in Zambia. So when started living with him, then this whole idea came up again. Then later had to tell him about it. At first he panicked. Like, how do you trust these people? You're going to lose that money. You can never trust people with money. But she told him, no, don't worry, all will be fine. So it was like for 5 good months, all her salary was going to that group, and the boyfriend was there for her to take care of everything, because later understood and let us give them the benefit of the doubt. So this is what I've been advising you. Among the things you should be looking for in a guy to date, a guy that will be your husband should be reliable, a guy that you can count on, because that guy will always be there for you. That guy will sit down with you and you will plan things together. You will understand each other. If you follow me here, you know that I always stand for the truth and I tell you things as they are. There is no need for me to sugarcoat things and later you find yourself in trouble. Be like, how comes Bella did not talk about it? So you who is searching for love, you can see how it is a struggle to find true love. But the truth is, because of the reality of life, after finding that true love, you will still face lots of challenges. You can see Judith suffered, went through a lot, even on the dating sites, met crazy people, eventually found true love. But you can see the challenges that she faced. So I am encouraging a sister out there to be strong. Keep praying to God to bring the right guy. Keep praying to God to give you the strength to fight any challenge that comes your way, any challenge that life brings to you. So after moving in, living together, eventually decided they need to get married. So started planning, doing all the process. It was also hectic. Tells you it required lots of money to be sent back home. So tells you because later has a plan of reuniting with her kids in Bulgaria. They had to go through lots of documentation. Even the kids' birth certificates had to be worked on. It was really a lot. But did he abandon her? No. It got harder and he held her tightly. We are together. We are going to fight this together. So eventually got their documents and started waiting for the days to go get married. So as days were approaching, told him, have you invited your parents to the wedding? He said, yes, I have invited them. Then 3 days before their wedding, asked again, have you told your parents about the wedding? Have you invited them? Then he was like, no, I have not invited them and I am not going to invite them. Oh my God. She was shocked and told him, no, please, it's right for you to invite them to our wedding. Your mother will really feel so bad. I am a mother and I can put myself in her shoes. But kept on saying, no, I have decided I'm not inviting them because I want only positive energy to our wedding. I don't need anyone to bring negativity into our wedding. And my parents will come with lots of negativity. So better stay where they are. We're going to go with our witness, get married, and then go for dinner, and that's it. Eventually had to respect his decision. So the wedding day came and updated me about it. Even after they got married, sent me the photos of their wedding. She looked so beautiful. Posted them on my Instagram. Yeah, I will bring them here so that you can see them. Those of you who don't have Instagram, haven't come across those photos. I was so happy for her. And again, dear, beautiful Judith, congratulations on your wedding. So yeah, their wedding went like that without his parents, but that's the reason to why they were not around. The son never wanted them to be around. But if it was for Judith, yes, wanted them to be around. So after the wedding, went to visit his parents alone and had a wedding ring. When the mother saw it, started asking, did you get married? How comes you have a wedding ring? And then told her, yes, we got married. Oh my God. She was super upset with him and tells you from that time, it's like they cut ties. Only the dad that kept on calling, to know how he's doing and all that. But the mother is super angry. And Judith is like, as a mother, I understand her, but I couldn't do anything. So from that time tells you they saw them only once during Easter, and from Easter never saw them coming to visit them, stay for a bit, then leave. And starting of this June, that is when they eventually came around. And before that, Judith had sat down and talked to the husband that, what happened with the wedding, for us getting married without them, it must have upset them so much. That is why right now they're very distant. I totally understand them. And if it is to ask for forgiveness, I am ready for us to ask for forgiveness because I don't like this whole environment. Please talk to your mom. So when they came around, Judith expected the son to talk to the mother about it, ask for forgiveness, and, talk as normal. But when they came around, the mother was in a hurry, never wanted, to stay for long. The father had brought some things for him and he was upstairs. So Judith had to call him. He came down, but tells you the way the mother-in-law looked at her, like a stinking dog. Yeah, never even wanted to talk to her at all. Then the son came, talked a bit and left. When they left, Judith was so furious with the husband, like, why am I treated like this? Today you must tell me what's the problem. I think there is something that you are still hiding me, and I must find out today. I sat down with you and I told you, you need to talk to your mom. We need to solve all this situation. Where I come from, we cannot accept this kind of a situation in a family. We must be all at peace, in harmony, and that's all I am asking you. So why didn't you talk to your mom? And the way she looked at me, oh my God, like a stinking dog. So that's when he dropped the bomb on Judith. That, you know what, my love? The problem is not you. The problem are your kids. My parents are not accepting the fact that I am going to be raising your kids. Judith tells you was shocked, felt so weak in her body, but not in her heart, not in her soul, because her soul is very, very strong right now. So had to tell the husband, now I understand why you are telling me they are bad. And if they are against my kids, it's a war declaration, because they can do anything to me, but don't touch my kids. Don't talk about my kids. Don't hate on my kids for no reason. And if I may ask you, my kids are now teenagers. The firstborn is 17 years old. Then the second is 13 years old. Did you help me to raise them to where they are right now? No, I raised those kids by myself. Am I not going to work? I am going to work for my kids. I am taking care of my kids. Yes, when you help, it's when you feel like helping. I did not marry you because of your money. I did not marry you because you're going to take care of my kids. Because I have a job, I can take care of my kids. If it is to bring them here, I can still bring them with my job. If it is an apartment, I can comfortably rent an apartment and stay with my kids. I'm not here for any material thing or looking for someone to raise my kids. Not at all. I am here because I love you. And he was like, my love, I know all that. That is why I explained myself. But right now, I am tired to over-explain myself as if I committed a crime. It's you that I have decided to be with in my life. Right now, I want to surround myself with real people because you are real with me. I love you and I want to stay with you for the rest of my life. Don't mind my parents. Leave them alone because I know them. I am their son. If they love me, if there is still that love in them, they will come around and we are still going to bring your kids here. I will take care of them. I will still be responsible for them. Judith was like, Bella, I never knew parents could destroy the kid's life like that, could be toxic to that extent to their own kid. And comes back again, you can never run away from life. Ran away from Amma, started a job, then challenges. Now finds love, everything is okay. Challenges. So challenges will always be there. We are human. We were created with challenges. Yeah, so we face them, and with God, eventually we get to overcome it all. Also remembers that she even tried, to be more nice to the mother-in-law. It was Mother's Day, told the son we should buy her flowers and even took her photo put it on the frame, and wrote mother, gifted her. But she was like, you didn't have to spend that much on me. There is no need. Some people can be really bad. I know with time, she will come around. I've had a story like this in the past. I told you of a lady who does my hair. She's married to an Italian, but is from Ivory Coast. So it was like when she got married to that Italian guy, the mother-in-law hated her. Practiced racism on her. Yeah, clearly, not even hiding. Could even talk very rudely, straight in her face. But you know what? After so many years, they are now 25 years married. The mother-in-law came around, even last summer, had invited her to their vacation house, and she was telling me, I can't believe she's the one now inviting me to stay with them for vacation. This was just a dream. When we first got married, she could hate me super much that I am with his son for money. Yeah. And in all this, yes, there is true love. There is a guy who is mature. Most of you have met guys, the players, the losers, came with stories to tell me, oh Bella, I met this guy online, everything is good, he likes me. But after chatting for a while, right now, he's telling me that the kids don't want me, so he can't be with me. Or right now, he's telling me the parents don't want me, so he can't be with me. And you are taking sides of that guy. You should never do that, because if he loves you, will stand with you, will do all he can to show his parents that you are the best woman for him. You make him happy, and if they love to see him happy, they will learn to accept you. So if you date a guy, you found him online and then dumps you, then the reason he gives the parents his kids who are grown-ups right now, have their own life. The problem is not the kids, the problem not the parents, but him, because he should be mature enough to make his own decisions in life. This guy is 43 years old, so he has shown maturity in this. When he saw the right woman in front of his eyes, was like, I am sticking to this one. I'm tired of my parents criticizing every woman that I bring. If I keep following them, I'll get older with no one, and I don't want that to happen. So it's time to change things. And Judith tells you she has seen a great change. Was like, Bella, you were right when you told me if a man wants to change, he will change. But you can never change a guy who doesn't want to change. So another advice that Judith is giving you is that men need to be groomed. Show him the way in a polite way. He will follow and change. If you don't see or notice any change, then leave. Don't allow the wind to move you or confuse you. So guys, Judith's advice continues, and here tells you, always pray to God for the kind of man that you want. Remembers in the past, yes, knelt down, prayed to God to bring a guy who will take care of all her responsibilities. Was like, God, I am so tired to be the father, the mother, and everything to my family, to my kids. So bring a guy who will provide for my family. And yes, Amma came in her life. He was providing, but you can remember, whenever he could send money back home to her family, it was a punishment. Could beat her up and tell her, I am beating you because today I sent money back to your family. So after all she went through, had to sit down and realize that, yes, prayed to God, asked for a man who will be a provider and take all her responsibilities away from her, but forgot to pray about the most important things, in a man that she wants. So when this whole situation with Amma ended, knelt down and prayed to God, God, I need a loving husband. A man that will love me unconditionally, a man that will be there for me, a man that will be respectful, a man that will be human. And says, to tell you the truth, God brought to her exact man that she prayed for. So advises you, encourages you that you too do not worry. Keep praying for the man that you want. Even if you haven't come across him, he is on the way. So tells you is very, very happy right now, though still has that question in mind that I am a good woman with good intentions with my husband, not for money. But why is that? His mother has refused to accept me. But my advice to her here, she just needs to keep on praying. Good thing she is not living in the same house with the mother-in-law and the father-in-law. They have got their own separate life. The husband is on her side and said, I will never leave you. I will be with you through it all. I don't want anyone else in my life except you. I don't want to grow old alone, but I want us to grow old together. She is so thankful to God and sometimes cries, but cries tears of joy for what God has done in her life. Even was comparing, like, Bella, if I'm to think of my ex-husband, oh my God, the way he could keep me awake waiting for him to come back home. And when he comes back home, even if, I have my own needs as a woman to be taken care of, the goodies. This guy could not give me even that. And in the morning, I could wake up, go to work. At the end of the month, provide for the family, for everything. I bought 2 cars with my own money, but those 2 cars, this guy never ever made me step a foot on them. But right now, when I go to work, every evening, my husband comes to pick me up with his car, treats me as the queen. Even when I started looking for this job that I'm doing right now, he helped me in everything, doing the CV, even like moving the whole city, to drop my CVs. He was the one driving me everywhere. Such a supportive man, a man who is loving, a man who is supportive, a man who will provide without being asked. So it was like, if I think of that time, my husband could leave me for even a year without even touching me. Right now, my husband takes a good care of me, even with my needs. When I feel like, he gives it to me. So on the father-in-law, right now says wants the grandchildren. Doesn't care she's black or what. The only thing he wants are the grandchildren. They will come around. They will come around, I'm telling you. Even talked about the days she could cry when did not have a man by her side, when loneliness was hitting her. Was like, Bella, I wish I did not cry. Because you see what is happening to me now? If I saw what was going to happen to me in the future, I was not going to cry. If I knew God was going to bring a guy that massages me when I feel tired, he tells me I'll wash the dishes, don't worry, today don't cook, I'll be the one to cook, I was not going to cry at all. So anyone out there that is in loneliness right now, does not have a man by her side, do not worry. God is preparing you for the future. You are going to enjoy everything that you're passing through will just remain history. Just like now, it is history. She's just comparing now. Bella, I remember, I passed through this, and now when I look at my life now, it's totally different. Judith adds that everyone deserves to find love. No matter you are a single mother, no matter you are a divorcee, no matter you are a widow, no matter you are in your late 30s, no matter you are in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s, Everyone deserves to find love, and you will find it. You will. It is just a matter of time. So dear friends, before I end this video, I want to thank Judith for sharing her success love story with us. Thank you so much, Judith. Love you so much, sis, and I wish you all the best. Guys, let us wish Judith and her husband all the best so that this whole thing of the parents and everything gets solved. Yeah. So with the dating app where Judith found the love of her life is OkCupid. I know some African countries OkCupid does not work. So in that case, keep trying other apps. Use the tips that were shared in this love story to find the love of your life. Stop concentrating on losers. Stop involving yourself with guys that don't know what they want. Stop creating castles in the air after having a short conversation with a guy, maybe of 2 days, 3 days, and then happens to be a player. You're like, I am done, maybe I am cast. Village people after me. Why is that the guy seemed good and then he acted up? It's you that made him to seem good, but in reality wasn't good. Did not know what he wants. So stick to that one that shows you, yes, I know what you want. I want to be with you. I want to date you. I want to meet you. I want to meet your parents. I want to introduce you to my parents. I want to bring you into my life. A guy that is showing efforts to be with you, not you only pushing and trying to make him perfect or trying to make him the one. So we have reached to an end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching till now. I appreciate much for your love, your support, everything that you have been doing to me, guys. May God bless you. Give this video a thumbs up if you have liked it. Share it with your friends, family, everyone that you think will enjoy this video and learn something. Watch my other videos too. They are super good. You're going to learn a lot. Comment below what you think about this video. Until next time, guys, I love you so much. You're always here in my heart. Ciao, ciao.